Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Today's webinar is by HT Smartcast. We've got 100 plus podcasts and we've got so many genres. We've crossed 5.5 million listens. And this webinar is called Podcast Storytelling Anxious.
One big advantage of this entire lockdown has been that a lot of the old programming came back on television, and some of those guys even started playing their old ads, embedded in our memories. And what was embedded in our memory? It was not as much the visual, as much as it was the tune, the sound, the song, the audio, right? And I think that's the magic of audio. Brands don't give as much value to it today. They do, but it's in passing. It's more for the sake of talking about it, rather than the way the importance it had maybe 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, when brands were really about the music, about the sound, about the sonic identity, the end, the Britannia ting ting ting. You almost could identify with it.
If I tell you that there's a really awkward-looking, tallish person, not particularly good-looking, who's going to be India's greatest superstar ever, you would have probably said, nah, probably you got it wrong. But I think if you look at Amitabh Bachchan as a brand, right, most of these actors have such phenomenal voices, and the way in which they use those voices are brilliant in building their personality, and therefore can be used by marketing and various brands. So you got Benedict Cumberbatch, you got Amitabh Bachchan, you got so many different people, with even Sunil Shetty. Funnily enough, if you just listen to his voice, he's got this nasal voice, right, which just is so distinctive that you know that it's Sunil Shetty. And then I realized that when we say brand personality, right, we, instead of looking at it only purely from marketing terms, if you just look at it and personify it, okay? And if you look at all these actors, a lot of the good actors have specific distinctive voices. So I would go for Mr. Bachchan.
Let me give you the example of the brands that punted on advertising on podcasts 4-5 years ago in the West. Think about tiny brands like ZipRecruiter, Dollar Shave Club, and a couple of others.
Squarespace as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Squarespace. Now the thing is, these companies, I'm an entire world away, but I know what these companies' value proposition is. I feel like I trust these companies. I feel like these companies are fantastic, and these companies essentially paid pittance at the time that they did to buy host feed advertisements in particular podcasts because they believed in those creators. The very fact that they believed in a creator like Lore, Aaron Mahnke in Lore, and they bought host feed advertisements within his podcast, that was essentially their entire top of funnel awareness and branding was taken care of by that tiny little investment, because it reached over 100 million ears just because of that.
For individuals who want to do podcasts, we are there, htsmartcast.com. You can have a look. We have a partner with us page. My number is there. My name is written there. So you can contact me, or you can ping me on LinkedIn. For brands, for marketers who are watching this, you want to invest into podcasts, you want to venture into podcasts, please go and visit our partner with us page, and you might as well listen to some of our podcasts.